What's up guys, this is Austin Pro. Today, Apple has released iOS 13.2 Beta 1 to developers today, giving out 3 gigabytes of my iPhone 7 on my iPhone 7 Plus, and I installed it. The build number is 17B5059G, and there are about 8 new features and changes that I want to share with you guys today. iOS 13.2 will be on the right, 13.1.2 will be on the left. The first one is, when you go into General now, Apple has renamed handoff to airplane handoff, which is really cool. And when you go into the airplane handoff tab, you get 2 new options called automatically airplay to TVs and transfer to HomePod, which basically what this means is when you play music on your phone, bring your phone up close to a HomePod or your Apple TV or stuff like that, the phone will transfer its music to those devices, and those devices will resume playing it, which is really cool. This next one is, when you force touch on folders now, you notice that on 13.1.2 here, that here's the old icon, but on 13.2, they removed the box around it. Now it's just a pencil now, which is a really nice tweak. This next one is, when you go to privacy now, scroll down, you notice that analytics has been renamed to analytics and improvements, which is really cool. So now people will know that it helps improve your device when you use it, which is really cool. This next one is, also in privacy, you notice that there's a new tab for research in between Apple Music and Media and files and folders. Basically, this is part of Apple's new Research Studies app, so I'm not sure what this does just yet, but I'll be covering that once this app releases to the public, when Apple releases iOS 13.2. And this next one is, when you go to shortcuts now, you'll notice that there's a new option for allow untrusted shortcuts. So basically, it does the same thing like when you trust a profile in your settings app. So basically, when you have a profile or an app installed from an untrusted developer, you can trust the untrusted developer. This basically does the same thing. You can allow untrusted shortcuts from developers that are not trusted, which is a really cool feature there and really nice safety feature. And this next one is, when you turn on dark mode here, then force touch on contacts, you'll notice that on 13.1.2 that the show my info icon does not display correctly. But on 13.2, Apple's now fixed it, and now the icon for show my info now displays correctly, which is a really nice change. And this next one is that when you go to settings now, when you go to messages here, you'll notice that when you scroll down to the very bottom where low quality image mode is, below that, we have a new about section for business chat and privacy. So now you can learn what business chat really does. So then you connect to business like Home Depot and Amazon. You can connect to those sort of businesses and stuff like that. And you can learn what to do, which is really cool. And these last 2 are on the iPad. And this next one is that there's a new tab on the iPad for home screen and dock. So basically the multitasking tab right here has been removed and now has its own independent tab for home screen and dock. And there's another section for multitasking and dock. So now you can control the same multitasking settings right from here instead of going to general and stuff. This makes it much quicker and easier to access. And where you can change how big you want your home screen used to be here in display and brightness, but now that's been moved into the new home screen and dock tab outside of general, which is a really nice change. Just makes this so much easier to access, and it's more efficient too. This last one is in accessibility for devices without 3D touch. Apple now has a new option for haptic touch. So now you can adjust how fast you want the haptic touch to respond and the touch duration test. Just like on the 3D touch devices, you touch and hold on it like that, which is really cool. So this will work on all devices without 3D touch, like all iPads and the iPhone SE and the iPod Touch 7th generation. It'll work on those devices for haptic touch. But if you have a 3D touch device like an iPhone 6s or higher, it'll be called 3D and haptic touch. So really nice new haptic touch option for non-3D touch devices, which is really cool. So that's pretty much it for this video. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. See you in the video. Peace.